Hello everybody, my name is David, this is David K Reacts, and today it seemed appropriate to take a look at a rendition of Auld Lang Syne, a very old song that has actually spread much further than you might think, and which is of course traditionally sung in the West at the passing of the old year into the new, which is why I thought I would do it today. Now, I did see that there's a version of this by Pentatonics, and in terms of the rotation of a cappella groups on my channel, they are kind of up. But I did see also that it's a live video. I couldn't see a recorded version that had a video, and since I'm still familiarizing myself with them, I decided I wouldn't look at that today, and rather I'm going to take a look at the home free version. So that's what I'm going to be taking a look at. A couple of things before we start. Firstly, my apologies if I'm sounding a bit coldy. It's over 2 weeks now since I first recorded a video saying I'm feeling a little under the weather, and various forms of this cold have been beating me up ever since. Thank goodness it's nothing more severe, but it's just not leaving my system, so my apologies if I sound a little bit croaky today. Oh, Timmy, you coming to join? And he says, I'm not sure. We might have a cat today. We shall see. Here, buddy. Oh, we do have a cat today. Say hi, Timmy. Hey, bud. We'll see how long he stays quiet. Yeah, so pardon me for sounding a little bit croaky. Auld Lang Syne itself, I wanted to mention for a moment, has quite the history. It's based on an even older poem, I understand, but Robert Burns wrote down the version that we all sing in 1788. It was around the time that the UK, or Great Britain rather, was being formed, and England and Scotland were unifying. And it was a part of it is written in the Scots language, which is actually listed as being a vulnerable language by UNESCO. And the point was to keep some of the old Scots tradition alive, even while England was sort of beginning to impose traditions onto Scotland. There's a great video by the channel Vox that I will link below. I highly recommend you check out. But it's even more widespread than I realized. It used to be the South Korean national anthem. In Japan, it's a song about fireflies. It's a football anthem in the Netherlands. It's a graduation song in parts of Asia. Like, this melody has traveled far and wide, and it was Auld Lang Syne, the words were set to the melody in 1799. And one of the things that makes it so astonishingly adaptable is it is incredibly simple. It is written in, or I should say, what's known as an anhemitomic pentatonic scale. What I mean by that, a pentatonic scale only includes 5 notes. If you think about the scale as you've been taught it, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, there are 7 notes in that scale, discounting the octave do. The pentatonic scale only has 5, which is the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 is the most common form. Or do, re, mi, so. I don't know my I don't know my solfa scale very well. What is it? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Do, re, mi, sol, la. So that's a pentatonic scale. Anhemitomic means there are no semitones in there. It's all whole tones. Sorry. Timmy's fluff is flying in front of my screen. It's all whole tones, so it's not like da 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 or anything like that. Whole tones, very simple. It makes it extremely accessible, and it also makes it adaptable into so many different styles and cultures of music. I think Vox said it was an anti-slavery anthem. There was something else they mentioned that I've currently forgotten. It was a wish to end. Was it the Civil War? One of the wars in America. It's extraordinary how many different forms. And then if you look at all the different covers of Auld Lang Syne itself, they're in every possible musical style you can think of. So it's a very extraordinary song. I recommend you check out the Vox video. I knew a reasonable amount about it, and that video taught me a whole lot more. In terms of the language, I'm not going to dissect the entire song because that would take a while. But what's nice to know is it roughly translates to For Old Time's Sake. And it's basically a song about saying farewell to friends, to time, moving on, basically, and hence its association with starting a new year. So yeah, that's Auld Lang Syne. A quick note from me, welcome to my channel, or welcome back, whichever is appropriate. If you haven't seen my work before, I'm going to watch this video straight through, react to it over the top, but I will not be pausing or interrupting it. I will then go back and analyze it, and that time I will pause and interrupt. So if you just want to see the reaction, the first probably quarter of this video will be for you. And if you want to see more, please carry on. Please do like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you wish, and if you would care to, head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, and you can buy me a coffee and donate to help the channel, and all donations received between now and the end of January 2023, 50% will be sent to the PTSD Association of Canada. So thank you very much for your support for both myself and that group if you choose to donate. Okay, well without further delay, let's check this out. So this is Home Free singing Auld Lang Syne. Oh, I love the colour scheme. Odd thing to notice, but there you go.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
Oh, I love that as a start, the two of them.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And here's a hand.
They've really harmonized this beautifully well, which of course I would expect, but still.
A hand to thine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.
I love that the bass isn't going too low yet.
My dear, for Auld Lang Syne.
Ooh. Oh, I like that harmony.
A cup of kindness yet for
Ooh.
Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot?
Ooh, that re-entry. I love the harmonic, the way they're playing with the harmonic breath. That's really nice. Anything at the end? No. Oh, that is beautiful. I love how they arranged that. It's gentle. It's they've done a lot with it without sort of moving. They've added in some. It's not fully pentatonic anymore, which is fine. They've added in some complexity there, but they haven't taken away from the simplicity of the song itself. They've just kind of expanded what it does, which is great. I love that. That's really, really effective. Now, here's a curious question for anyone who knows this, and I don't know if this is knowledge, common knowledge, I should say. Is the person who's being shown as the recording engineer here, what's his name? Darren Rust, the music producer? I just wondered if that's him, making a over-the-shoulder cameo at the mixing desk. I don't know. If so, that's very cool. What do you think, buddy? He says, I'm not sure. Hey, bud, what do you think? Nope, jury's out. He's funny. He listens to music when I'm listening to. He was looking at my headphones. It's quite cute. He knows something's going on. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a really, really lovely arrangement. I think it captures the spirit of what I think the song is meant to be. really, really well, um, and makes it theirs, but also keeps it fully, wholly recognizable. That's great. I didn't realize it was so short. I wanted it to keep going. There's about 6 verses, I think, to the full thing, which very few people ever sing. Hey, bud. So it's interesting. I always like seeing how much of it people choose to sing. So that was really cool. I like that they didn't just do. I think it's 2 verses that often get sung. They added a little extra there. And even if it's just repeating itself, it just gives a bit more of the song, and it's a song that's often over very quickly. And if you're, all inebriated at a party, maybe that's a good thing. But for appreciating it as it is, it's nice to have a little bit more. So let's go back and have a listen and break this down in a little more detail. Oh, incidentally, just because I have the opportunity now while he's being quiet, here is Timmy, all of Timmy, which I didn't get to show you before. There you go, buddy. Hey, Fluff. You're famous. He says, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, that look. He's like, put me down now or I will kill you. It's funny. If you have a physical camera, he knows he's having his photograph taken. He will pose. He's such a poser. I don't think he knows what the webcam is yet. Anyway, all right, back to the beginning. Yeah, I'm going to pounce on the costuming straight away. I love that we've just got these blends of red and black. It's really simple. There is a sense of passing in this song, so the black is very appropriate, but I love that they've speckled it with color. And I love, boys brush up good. I knew they would, but really? All right, kiddo. Yeah, they brush up really nicely. I love this as a presentation. And it's nice that we're seeing it, a lot of it from this perspective of being over the shoulder in the studio. It's cool to see this. As someone who sat behind that desk a lot in my time, it's cool to see it represented. It's obviously in a lot of music videos, but I always enjoy seeing it when it's there. Anyway, distracting myself. Back we go. Oh, that chord there. That would be, I think that's a second. You can just hear there's a note in there that's just fleshing everything out. Is it there? Yeah, I think there's a second in there. And it's a very common chord, and it just fills out. And it doesn't sound, because it's adding in a note that's a part of the scale, it's not adding in something outside of the harmonic, the sort of inherent harmonics that come with the scale you're singing in. It fleshes it out without sounding like it's doing much, and it's so effective.
Should old...
You know me, I love a song starting with a bass voice. Tim bringing this out is just fantastic.
acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind.
Someone joins in there, I think, right? There's a third voice coming in after and never.
And never brought to mind.
Yeah, I think so. Now, based on what people have been telling me, I understand that this is probably Chance singing the bass because Tim is still singing the melody. I've come to learn that since he took over, he has been filling in the bass whenever it is necessary. So that would make sense.
Mind, should old acquaintance be forgot and days of Auld Lang Syne.
I love that blend, that sort of progression there, because everything is deep. Everyone is singing lower in their register. We have this lovely dark but harmonic blend going on, and then what word's it on? On forgot. On the got of forgot, there's some sort of chromatic note added in somewhere. I'm not going to pick it out, but it just suddenly adds an extra harmonic texture in, and then we pull right back to simplicity again. I love that. It's this progression of going from something that's, in terms of complexity at least, starts out easy, suddenly has a moment, and then comes right back down again to the simplicity.
Mind, should old acquaintance be forgot?
Be. Oh, I heard it there. Damn it! For a split second, I placed it. God, it's chance, I think, isn't it?
Old acquaintance be forgot.
Yeah, it's chance. Be forgot. I think. Is that the note? Or it's maybe somebody just harmonizing really well with him, and that's the blend that I'm hearing. But yeah, that's so effective. Sorry, throwing myself off.
Old acquaintance be forgot, and days of Auld Lang Syne.
Ooh! Oh, those notes coming in. Ooh, that's beautiful. What a lovely transition between verses. That's one thing that's always interesting, is how do you handle the transition between verses? Because if you were singing this with a group, you would just sing Days of Auld Lang Syne, da, and just carry on. And so it's lovely that they have those little shifting there, coming in between, just rolling on, keeping it smooth.
Days of Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang
That's gorgeous.
Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne.
I love also that we've gone from Tim to Austin, so you've gone from low to high. I talk about that a lot. It's great when you have that jump because you get distinction between the two sections that you're looking at. And in this passage, the harmonies now come up to lift into Austin's territory, if you like. It's not, obviously not everyone's going right up top, but they're not sitting down as they were when Tim was singing, so they're blending the harmony around the person who currently has the melody, which is fantastic.
Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.
That's so nice, because it spreads out for a moment. We have this, I keep talking about this in so many different songs, where the harmony just widens for a while and then contracts again. And you can hear it particularly with Tim going down. He does go right down, and it would be easy there to do the For Auld Lang Syne and go right down, and he doesn't. He comes back up again. And so it's keeping it slightly tighter. Also, I can't believe I didn't catch this at the end of the first watch through, but Adam Rupp is purely singing. There's no beatbox in this, it's lovely to hear him sing in this. Same as with voice play. It's just so nice to hear the beatboxers get an opportunity to stretch their other muscles as well. So lovely to have Rupp singing this time.
Auld Lang Syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, that gives a hand to thine.
Oh, that's lovely. Rob's tone of voice is so great. I really, really like hearing him sing. And I love how we've got another melody singer, and yet again, the sound is distinct. Between each passage, we are changing the quality of the front sound. And so it's clear. It's, there's no muddiness to it at all, and that's fantastic. This lyric, I believe, is to do with, you may have seen this, I don't know how much it's practiced in North America, but in the UK, certainly at New Year's Eve's parties, you'll see everybody in the party join in a giant circle and link hands across like this. Not this high, of course. It would be, you'd have it down here against your lower chest, upper stomach. And it's just a bob of the hands as you sing this song. For old acquaintance. It just keeps the beat. And it's a form of dance that has stuck for decades. And that, I believe, is partly what this this line is referring to.
A hand mine, and here's a hand, my trusty friend that gives a hand to thine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.
I love the slight shifts in rhythm that you get there with the take a cup of, and it's just that momentary break between cup and of kindness. It's so effective.
Take a cup of kindness.
It's a half beat. A cup of kind. Yeah, it's a half beat pause, but it's a reinvigoration of what we're listening to. It's changes like that. They have to be so carefully handled. I've talked before about length of pauses. This is even more important because it is in the middle of a phrase. We're not ending a phrase and moving on, or deliberately putting a fermata towards the end of a song and then a pause to hold that note in the memory before we come back in again. This is just a change in rhythm, and it's just, that's so beautifully placed.
We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. For Auld Lang Syne.
That's so nice too, letting Austin have that moment and letting those notes just sail above before everybody else comes back in again. That's really good.
For Auld Lang Syne, my dear. For Auld Lang Syne, we'll take.
I love those little things. Lang Syne! Just those sailing notes that just change up the melody just a little bit. It's not too much, but it's what they do to make this their own unique arrangement. It's great.
Lang Syne, my dear. For Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.
Yeah, that's lovely. And they've kind of repeated their rhythm. They've got that same break in cup. It's just given them an opportunity to change up everything they just did without going too far away from it. That's really effective. And now we have this lovely opportunity to hear Chance sing, which, unless I'm much mistaken, I haven't had much opportunity to do yet in the videos that I happen to have reacted to. So this is just lovely for me.
Auld Lang Syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should
Ooh, those upper notes up there. That's beautiful. Ooh. It's such a nice... It's almost got that feel of a descan, where it's just going up there and sailing above the melody. Not distracting from it in this case, but supporting it from above. You don't just always have to support a melody from below. I know you talk about support in music, and a lot of people think rhythm section, bass, drums, lower harmonies. But you can also support from above, and that's kind of what's happening there.
never brought to mind, should old acquaintance be forgot.
And I love how we've had these tight harmonies with just the do, very simple, constrained, giving Chance his moment to shine. And then we come back in on this B, and it's wide harmony. Everybody's back into the lyrics again. It fleshes it back out. It's this push and pull. It's so, so good.
Never brought to mind, should old acquaintance be forgot, and days of Auld Lang Syne.
So gorgeous. We get those little bits of riffing from Chance. Just give him a little bit of his own personalized version of the melody. Notice that I'm so sorry. Excuse me. The harmony has gone back to where it was with Tim at the beginning, which makes sense because Chance is sort of sitting in that same space a lot during this song. But it's pulled right back down to that tight lower harmony that we had at the beginning. and it's just kind of it's bookending beautifully what we've just had. So it's kind of had this flow where we start low in terms of pitch, come up throughout the song, sit up there for a minute, and then come back down again towards the end. So we have this lovely curve. And I think that's a really, really lovely and smart choice in how this arrangement has been put together. One more time on that ending.
Auld Lang Syne, good old acquaintance be forgot, and days of Auld Lang Syne.
That's so nice. Days of old. What is it?
And days of Auld Lang.
Days of Auld Lang days. Staying in the pentatonic scale. Days 5 3 2 1 of 3 2 1, and then Lang Syne. Stay on the tonic there. That's lovely because it's within the boundary of what the initial melody is. It sticks to the pentatonic scale for these final riffs, even while everybody else
Forgot, and days of Auld Lang Syne.
I don't think the harmony is pentatonic there. I can't. It's difficult to pick out pentatonic chords for me. It's certainly tight, and that's what I love so much about it. Is it's just clustered around the melody in a really, really nice way, and just giving it. It's almost like it's giving it a landing point. It's a cushion for that melody to settle into for the end of the song, and then we just have this beautiful moment where they're done, and we just hear the echo. That delay right there is so beautifully timed because it doesn't hang around for too long, but it just gives us a moment to sit in that final harmony before it fades away. That is astonishingly good arranging. Did it say actually who arranged this one? I just realized I'm not sure. No, it didn't. Whoever arranged that, great job. Music producer Darren Rust, as we said, directed, shot, and edited by Green Shoe Productions. I'm recognizing that name now, and then the names of the group. So yes, whoever did that arrangement, really, really well done. That is quite stunning. And that's a lovely way to see out the year. I have a soft spot for this song. I think it's I have a fondness for it that. I know some people are like, oh, it's New Year's, here we go with Auld Lang Syne again. But there is something lovely about these old songs and their meanings and the lyrics. And I love the fact that this song is keeping a language alive. That's kind of awesome too, the Scots language. So yeah, great job, Home Free. That was lovely. What a lovely last reaction to record for this year. That's a very nice way to end this year's videos for me. And I hope it was for you too. If you enjoyed that, please do like the video, subscribe, notify, or rather hit the notification bell. And if you'd care to, head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts. Thank you to everybody who's joined me on this journey. 2.5 months of reactions. And I don't know whether I've made it to 1,000 as I record this. I hope I did, but if not, I know I'm very close. And I'm really appreciative to all of you who've jumped on board to come with me on this journey. This has been thrilling and exciting for me in a way I didn't anticipate when I started doing it. I knew it was going to be fun, but the discovery and what it has done for me and my ability to listen to music, I'm more analytical without being annoyingly so to myself. There was a point where I was studying music where I could only hear music in its technical breakdown. And that's not what this is anymore. Now I'm hearing it in terms of points of interest. And I'm catching little details that I might have missed previously. And that's exciting for me because I love being able to understand how something is working without it being too incremental. So this is fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. And I'm so grateful that people are enjoying my work. So I hope I continue to provide work that you do enjoy, and I hope that you continue to follow me. And there's going to be a lot coming. I've got, my goodness, this I do beg your pardon. The size of my list now is something crazy. So I know I have a lot to look forward to. I have some plans. I'm thinking I'm going to do a Disney month at some point and crack through a bunch of Disney songs from different groups because I know they're all out there and I've been itching to watch them all for so long, and I want to get those done so that I can start enjoying them for me too. That's the hardest thing I think about reacting, is knowing there's a song out there I'm fully aware I'm going to love and not being able to go near it because I need to wait to react to it. And there are some things where I'm just saying, you know what, that's fine, I'm going to listen to this. But the big ones, there's a lot out there I'm really looking forward to. So anyway, I have plans. We'll see how things come together. And again, thank you to you all for joining me on this journey. I hope that it is one that we can continue for a long time. And I look forward to what 2023 has to bring. I wish you all a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. And I will see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay warm, and good night, evening, morning, whatever time it is when you're watching this. And a very, very happy new year.